Thirdly, let's do the reaction to the new From Software trailer of Armored Core 5. Everybody knows about this little developer From Software who developed games like Elden Ring, Dark Souls, Demon Souls. Are you familiar with them?
Mm-hmm.
This is their new game, Armored Core 6. So before they were making those games, they were making a series called Armored Core, which was put on the
back burner.
back burner for years. Yeah, because the last Armored Core I played was on PS3, and it was like Armored Core 5, I think. Yeah. So it's been a while. Now Armored Core 6, after their fame of Elden Ring. Let's see what they have to offer.
Bandai Namco Entertainment.
Yeah, this is their publisher. They publish Elden Ring too.
Go. Well, I know Bandai. Yeah. I think they made like Naruto.
Yeah. CyberConnect.
Yeah, the physics are really good so far for this. It looks
Well, this is
pretty
cinematic,
smooth.
so there's no
Yeah,
physics.
Cinematic. Okay.
well, the cinematic physics. Okay, I'm saying like that. I'm not happy with the texture quality. It seems very blended, but the physics. So
Augmented human C4621 has awakened.
Wow, like sci-fi.
This is a mech game, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
you're a tiny human in a big robot in a bigger world with even bigger robots.
Mm-hmm. Like you're playing Dead Space, kind of.
Four legs. Oh, nice. This one has a tank style locomotion.
One of the infamous handler Walter sounds. Interesting. You ready to climb the wall?
Call sign Raven. Priority subject for termination. High on the list.
A coral response from the generator. Watch out.
This kind of looks like a high-level Transformers type game.
Yeah.
I think these games are important for. I think this kind of technology will come to humanity over the next 100 years, and I think games like this are what'll help, plant the roots for future generations of inventors and stuff who'll be interested in this. Because as I'm watching a lot of this, I'm thinking like, how close are we to this kind of technology? And
So the gameplay looked really, really action. Like it's really. Armored Core has always been like about modifying your robot, equipping it with different weapons and stuff. And we see a lot of that in the trailer. Like you see a lot of homing missile, a lot of.
Pause it.
I can.
Yeah, I'm listening. Yeah, it's just this scene right here. I wanted to talk a little bit about so the texturing. It on the end there looks good because it catches your eye, but if you look really closely underneath everything, but then you hit play and you can see their physics. I know it's just cinematic, but
because this is not made by the devs.
I know. I understand, but I'm going to critique everything in front of me. I don't care. This, this part right here, this disassembly, whoever did this intro, I think did good. But let's get to the gameplay and we'll chop that up.
Like some of the weapons. Like you have like logo squad weapons. You saw some energy blades and stuff. You have like regular like machine guns and everything, and you saw a lot of different type of locomotion too. Like one was rolling on the ground, one was flying, the other one was, had like feet.
Almost reminds me of Mega Man. You know?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
There's a lot of big bosses everywhere. Like this is all gameplay. Yeah.
This is insane. This right here, that scene right there, that's
jumping like the thruster and everything. But I feel like I don't see how the big tanky guy could go up like this. Maybe he needs to use the elevator or something.
There's in biology there's some biological
see homing missiles and stuff. This one has like more of laser type weapon and close quarter combat. This one you see way different.
I mean, I don't know. If they're on like a really
Rocket.
big planet that's got like a pretty low gravity, you know.
Oh, you see, that was a whip, an electric whip. So there's a big variety of weapons. This is like an ultimate ability.
Does it all take place on one planet, or do we know if there's like?
This is the only video they released right now, and it's coming out this year, so we'll see pretty soon too. This is 2023.
Yeah, like if you go back a little bit real quick. Not quite that much, but so like that's pretty good. This whole scene right here with this guy is really good, I think. You know, the gameplay cinematics is really what we're seeing. But that scene back there, just go back just a second. It looks like this game so far. Something that I've noticed as a problem with him right there, that whole scene. If you pause it right in the middle of that scene, and you look at the quality, it looks like something that this game doesn't have very well. Is like it's got really good firing animations and like poor front end combat. But then like when things break apart or like when things are destroyed, if you look at in the scene where like the tank's like blowing through the wall, and then even before there was a scene where like one of the robots got blown up. It looks like the visual quality for when things break apart or when there's like models that are broken using and it just doesn't look good in that scene. But like
like here you have the break of gameplay. Like if you look like here it's cinematic, and then boom, you switch to gameplay. Like
I'm saying
look,
that like
there's scene gameplay.
Yeah, and so like let's say the gameplay is supposed to bring you to I defeat the boss and they fall apart, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if the whole gratifying feeling of feeling like it's hard. It's not like I'm not expecting a perfect experience. That right there was really cool, by the way. That Bob, he's got like all the rockets.
To be fair, it's not like fully. They're not showing fully gameplay. Like I feel like if they showed more gameplay, you'd have a different opinion. Yeah.
I just want to see
like what it's like in real time.
Yeah, I want to see real time all the assets falling apart and breaking.
Yeah,
into
well, this is kind of the only video that they have out, but like maybe if they had like
combat.
a showing would be interesting.
It's about like variety of bosses and combat, pretty much, and
the front end. Yeah, the front end combat's really good. I just want to see what like the end of combat looks like between each.
Oh, that scenery though, like it's so realistic though.
But also the color, like if you look at the color scheme,
it's vibrant. It's a vibrant color scheme for sure.
But everywhere else, it was really
saturation.
Gray. Really gray.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the texturing on a lot of the models, but again, like you could see that they put in like splashes.
From
like
here,
on that one
gray.
Yeah, like there's like a filter. Even you see in the sand, they put a filter on it.
It's like white, gray.
Yeah.
It's not a lot of color variation, but
then just look when things break apart. Look when things break down when they fall apart.
They just explode.
It's like, well, like I'm saying, like the visual quality kind of falls apart for some reason. and things break
because
apart.
there's gonna be a lot of explosions. You have like homing missiles that is gonna shoot like 30 rockets at once, so you cannot do that demanding animation for explosions.
Well, maybe they put like some kind of filter on it where like it intentionally blurs it out.
Also,
but I'm just saying something I noticed was like
this is edited also, so you have gameplay and then it's pause processed.
Okay, well, if it's been pause processed, that could be what it is. But it's my only complaint. Okay, I had to find something. So now I guess we could talk about some of the highlights about the gameplay.
Yeah, well, I think that also the From Software has been growing since their fame of Dark Souls and Elden Ring. And this I think is going to be way higher quality than what we used to have for an Armored Core game. Like, they didn't have that fame, they didn't have that kind of money before.
That weapon right there, that is so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love looking at that, yeah.
But even this one with like the big arms and stuff, and like, it looks nice.
I'm not a huge fan of the mecha type games like these, but it does look pretty good. It seems really cool. Like it has a lot of action and stuff like that. It seems like it'd be fun, like a fun game.
And it's gonna be on last gen too. So imagine for the animations and stuff. Like you're pretty stuck with like what you can get. And From Software has never been known for their visual quality either. Like if you look at Elden Ring, if you look at Dark Souls, like these are not like visually like pushing games. Like they're not pushing boundary visually at all. Like they exceed. They're really experts at level design, combat mechanics, and bosses, I guess. But the graphics has never been their strong suit.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's still pretty good graphics though for what they have. Yeah, I think it's still pretty nice.
And for something that needs to run on PS4, I guess that's what you need to expect,
Yeah.
And these footage are of course taken on the best platform is probably PC footage from like a really really high end PC that we see right now.
Yeah.
It's probably not gonna look like that on PS4. That's for sure.
Yeah, but lower end computers is probably not going to look like that either because
people
would have to put their things in low.
Of course.
Yeah.
So yeah.